Welcome to Sir Emrakul. Today I'll be showing you a mono white soldier tribal aggro deck. Let's start off with the lands. I run 22 basic planes, 24 lands overall. You could, if you want, cut down to 21 planes, but I just prefer to playing 24 lands in total. I also play 2 contested war zones. It's just a nice card. It can pump all your soldiers, which is really useful. Come on, focus. And just be able to kill your opponent quicker. You can also tap for mana, which can be useful. Now we'll just do some other cards, not soldiers, but just cards that can be quite good. Ring of Thune just can make one of your creatures get quite big fast, giving them more +1/+1 counters. That's just a maybe. I just like this card. Save Passage. If you're all tapped out because your player played a spell that so you couldn't kill them, this just is a nice card to stop your opponents killing you. Saved me several times. Oblivion Ring. This is just a very good removal spell, obviously. Just exile any creature that you think is annoying or any non-land permanent, so very useful. And a Pacifism. So just this stops any creatures from attacking or blocking you that could beat you down, like trample creatures. We'll now just be doing the soldiers and small creatures of the deck. Denton Knight is a very solid card. For 3 mana, it gives 2/2 first strike and gets a soldier token. Very useful, very useful. I play 4 of them. Soldier of the Pantheon, very cool card. 2/1 for 1 is good in itself, but the hate on multicolours it has, protection from multicolour. Whenever an opponent casts a multicolour spell, you gain 1 life. It's very good itself. Even if you're playing mono card, this can still be good. Crusade of Odric. In the late game when you've got lots of soldiers out, this can be a huge card. And if you have any way of just pumping it, if it's unblocked, it can be a one-hit KO. Like 2020, yeah, it can get to that point. That's 4 of them. Raise the Alarm, one of the best cards in this deck. Remember this instant speed, so that combos really nicely with Gold Knight Commander, because if you can flash this in and then give all your creatures +2/+2, which is very good. And if they're attacking you with like few 1/1s because you have no blockers, flash this in and block them. Very good card. Play 4 of them. Captain's Call. It's just 4 mana. You get 3. Not as good as Raise the Alarm, but obviously you can't play 6 Raise the Alarm, so this is just a nice card. Elite Vanguards. It's just a 1-drop for 2/1. Very good card in itself, just good in the early game. And finally, Preeminent Captain. First strike, when it attacks, we put a soldier creature. You've got a few expensive soldiers, capture the watch mainly, but can we get them out of early game? But even so, it's 2/2 first strike 3, which is quite good. Nice card. Now we'll be doing the Lord's cards that pump your soldiers or give them other bonuses. Rock's Pike Master gives all your other soldier creatures first strike, which means they will be all 1 toughness creatures, and if you've got creatures with the power, it could even get more hard to deal with. Very powerful card. Kongming Sleeping Dragon is 4 mana. Other creature you control get +1/+1. It just makes all your 1/1 soldiers 2/2 instead. Just a very solid card. Bastard Pearls, new addition to this deck. For a 1 white 2/2, but the morph cast for 3 and 2 white, turn face up creature you control get +2/+2. Remember, you can morph at instant speed, so if the unblocked soldier you can pump them up to a 3/3, which can really deal fatal damage and even kill your opponent. Gold Knight Commander, another new addition. 4 mana, whenever another creature you understand above your control, creature you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Combos nicely with Raise the Alarm, because you can cast that and get 2 soldiers, and all your creatures get +2/+2 until end of turn. And Captain the Watch, Captain's Call, all those cards, very nice card. Quite expensive mana though. Daru Warchief, this is a very powerful card. 4 mana, yes it's a 1/1, but soldiers you cast cost 1 less, and soldiers, including this one, get +1/+2, so it's actually a 2/3 for 4, which is is alright, but makes all your soldiers pump. Very powerful card, very nice. Get your bigger soldiers out earlier game. Spear of Heliod just gives all your creatures +1/+1, and it has the ability to destroy target creatures that dealt damage to the stone. Not as relevant, but still relevant in itself. But the pumping the creature is the main bonus that this card gives. And Captain Watch, the card I somehow never get to draw. This really only gets cast if you go in the late game and couldn't kill them in the early aggro. But it gives all your soldiers vigilance and +1/+1, and even boosts your army with putting 3/1/1 soldiers when it enters battlefield. Just a very cool card. So at the worst, if you've got no other creatures, it's a 3/3 vigilance. When it's the battlefield, put 3/2/2 vigilance on the battlefield. Very powerful. Finally, we'll just be doing the other cards that can just be kind of bombs. Gold Knight Redeemer, 6 mana, flying for 4/4, and its battlefield gain 2 life for each other creature you control. So when you get like 40 soldiers out, 20, maybe 40 is a bit too high, but you can just gain unbelievable amounts of life. And that can stop your opponents killing you easily, which gives you a high advantage in the game. Elspeth Tyrell, this is one of the more expensive cards in the deck. It's a Planeswalker, I'll read this one. 5 mana for 4 loyalty. +2, you gain 1 life for each creature you control. That can be helpful if you've got lots of creatures and you just keep on gaining life. -2, put 3/1/1 soldiers you control onto the battlefield. As the captain of the walk, enter the battlefield effect. Tongue-tied. Just a very good card, and then -5, destroy all other permanents except for lands and tokens. You wouldn't really use them ultimate, but if you just got lots of tokens out, you would, and just destroy your opponent. Because remember, it doesn't destroy Elspeth herself. Transcendent Master, maybe not the best choice, just as a fun card. For 3 mana, you can level up 1. When you level it up 6 times, it's 6/6 lifelink, 12 times lifelink, and indestructible, 9/9. Unstoppable, really, if you get to that point, but it's usually killed off early game with things like Lightning Bolt. Next is Sublime Archangel. This is just a really good card because if you've got loads of soldiers but they've got loads of blockers, you can just give like this creature, if they have no flies, huge power plus, +15/+15, because all your creatures have the exalted ability. Very powerful card. You have Archangel of Ties. I'll read this one, quite complicated. For a 4 mana, 3/5 flyer, as long as it's untapped, creatures can't attack you or a planeswalker you control unless their control plays 1. As long as angel attacking, creatures can't block unless control plays 1 for those creatures. This is good in a aggro format, as your opponent can't block all your soldiers as they can't pay for the mana to block them. It's 3/5 fly for 4 is also very good. Next we have Odric Master Accession. Complete opposite to Sublime Archangel, but for a 4 mana 3/4 first strike is very powerful, and when it and at least 3 other creatures attack, you may choose which creatures block this combat and how those creatures block. Usually we just put no blockers out, so you can just get all your soldiers through and probably kill your opponent. Very powerful card. And then finally we have World Queller. 5 mana for 4/4 at the beginning of your upkeep. You may choose a card type. If you do, each play sacrifice opponent with that type. Well, the best scenario for this, if you've got loads of tokens out, you can just name creature. If your opponent doesn't have many creatures, but they're all bigger, they'll have to sack one of their huge creatures, and you'll just have to sack one of your many tokens. Good card. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been a mono white kind of budget deck, just for your enjoyment. Please like, subscribe, and comment what you want to see in the future, and if you've enjoyed this, and what deck buildings you want to see in the future. Anyway, see ya.